Hi YouTube. So this is Candace back with Counseling minus the bull. So this video is overdue, and we're going to do today social anxiety disorder. So this disorder is exactly what it states. It is one of the anxiety disorders involving social interactions. So specifically, I'm sorry, I have my handy dandy book that I'm going to read from today. Specifically, it is marked fear or anxiety about one or more social situations in which individuals is exposed to scrutiny by others. So it can be social situations. It can be worrying about being observed when you're eating, when you're drinking, performing in front of others. So giving speeches is one of the examples of performing in front of others. You have fear that you will not in you will act in a way that would lead to be sorry, I can't read my handwriting. Act in a way that will be negatively evaluated. Social situations almost always provoke fear and anxiety for you. Fear and anxiety is not portioned to the actual threat. So meaning your fear and anxiety is really up to here, and the actual threat or actual risk of something that's happening on that caliber is about here. And it causes you significant distress. Of course, each disorder comes with having to cause an impairment in your everyday functioning in life, meaning school, work, family, relationships. So it has to cause some type of impairment in your everyday life function. So with this disorder, it can be reported by family members, friends, observed by counselors, psychiatrists, family friends. Some other things that is associated with this disorder is being inadequately assertive, obsessive, submissive, high controlling of conversation. That's rare because, like I said, this disease is about being fearful, being anxious about social situations. Inadequate eye contact, being shy, having a soft voice, less open in conversations, do not self-disclose, so you're not telling others about yourself. Substance abuse use is high with this one as a way to cope. Blushing is a response of this disorder. So it is highly more prominent in females. It's seen at ages between 8 through 15 years old as an onset age. So when it's beginning, and then in adulthood, it changes in life throughout life. So it may be due to a job promotion, and you have like a new social role that you have to fulfill. And then, of course, then you're worrying about, scrutiny of others, being humiliated and all that. So we've run pretty much the anxiety, feeling overwhelmed, panic attacks. We did a video on that a while back. That was one of the first videos. So we're just going to go and kind of recap about anxiety disorders. So it's basically, as far as treatment and some interventions, you have to model patience and persistence when working with someone with anxiety disorder. Being calm to help, with stabling the anxiety. It's usually cognitive and behavioral therapy, so CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, where you're working with the client on developing a relationship. You're exploring anxiety and triggers of fear. You're teaching relaxation skills, so deep breathing, listening to music. It can be taking a bath. It can be cooking something for you. It can be counting. If you're if you believe in higher power, it can be praying, it can be meditating, guided imagery where you're imagining a safe place in your head, or you're imagining your last vacation. Like for me, it's the Myrtle Beach girls trip for me, where I'm in the sun and I'm in the ocean, and my feet is in the sand. Yeah, the best trip ever, and it just really brings joy. So you're closing your eyes with the guided imagery. You're just creating a moment for yourself to relax, to imagine your safe space. So what you want to look at is pretty much dysfunctional cognition. So with CBT, we talked about irrational beliefs. So we talked about challenging them. We talked about creating alternative, healthier behaviors to work through the negative thinking. We want to work with exposure to fear triggers, fear thoughts, and objects. And I'm really not a big fan of that. So I'm not really a fan of exposing anyone or anything. But in this sense, it's just exposing your triggers and your fears. You can do the homework assignments as far as journaling, as far as writing down what triggers you and identifying it, writing other ways to handle it differently. And then just working on coping with these fears and with these anxieties and overcoming them. There are, of course, other ways that can be used to deal with anxiety disorders, but like this channel is very stemmed in CBT, so that's all I'm going to go over with you, just to keep things short. So this disorder, like I said, is more prominent in females, and then begins about at the age of 8 through 15. It can look as if a shy person fits this disorder, right? So if you have somebody who is not making eye contact, who is quiet, who blushes, who what else did we talk about? Is not assertive, who is submissive, meaning who is seeking validation, trying really hard to fit in. So this could look like a shy person, right? So the difference between a shy person and this social anxiety disorder is the fear, the triggers, the feeling like others will scrutinize your interactions, your situations, social situations. So we have to take into account that there is the fear and anxiety that you will experience with this disorder. And some of the things that you want to do, you do not do because of the fear and the anxiety, and possibly not willing to meet others or not willing to tell others about yourself. So you can definitely see the impairment it will cause when it comes to meeting friends, when it comes to possibly working a job or getting a promotion, when it comes to school, just so many different areas in your life. Just going to the drive-through, you have to talk to someone and be able to articulate and communicate what you're thinking, how you're feeling, what you would like to eat. So it does really affect your everyday life. From personal experience, I do I do feel like I know people who may have this disorder, and for me it's just seeing seeing the lack of social interactions and fearing, that you're going to get this negative feedback from others. It's the not wanting to self-disclose. It's not blushing. It's the, so every symptom we talked about, if I've kind of seen it and in this scenario that I'm thinking of, and it really does cause an impairment. I've seen it to be this person depending on another person to get their thoughts and to communicate. So to get their thoughts out to communicate, they will have to tell that other person what they're thinking to let others know. So this is a prime example of this disorder. So I just want to keep this video light and short. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I will be back shortly with another topic. I wanted to do, I was scrolling through my pages today, and I think I did run across something. Oh, I wanted to do multiple personalities next. DID, dissociative. Wow. Brain fog. Okay. Dissociative disorder. Dissociative identity disorder. There we go. DID, or better known as multiple personalities. We've known it better by the movie Sybil. Very, very interesting topic. I'm not saying interesting disorder, but very interesting topic to talk about as it relates to the movie Sybil and examples and things of that nature. So I believe that'll be our next video, guys. Feel free to comment below, but keep it vague. And thank you for watching. Continue to grow, heal, and love. And love, growth, and healing, which is the values of this channel here with Counseling Minus the Bull. And I'll see you guys next time. And if you would like any requests, or you have any questions, or you want to go just a little deeper, because I really try to keep these videos short, just let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe, guys. It is still a lot going on with this virus, with this pandemic, with the riots and protesting right now. Please stay home if you can, and just really just be safe. And I will leave it at that, guys. See you next time.